The Harlem Renaissance was an African American movement that began in the early 1920s and ended during the Great Depression. During the Harlem Renaissance, African Americans migrated to the North and created various pieces of artwork. Majority of those who left the South did so because there were more opportunities in the North and the South was experiencing harsh racism. One of the reasons for the Harlem Renaissance was the migration of African American soldiers to the North. These soldiers migrated because they were highly segregated during World War I and received no acknowledgement or status upon their return. The impacts of the soldiers' migration were much more than the group had anticipated. The move to the North heightened their self-esteem and changed how others viewed them. But above all, armed forces were eventually desegregated. Another reason for the Harlem Renaissance came from the poor conditions of the South. There had been hundreds of lynchings and race riots in 1919. Not to mention the Jim Crow laws that were in effect. Besides the harsh racism, most African Americans found themselves in an endless state of debt. So began the migration to the North, where African Americans could become educated and express themselves, which is where jazz originated from. Lastly, African Americans moved to the North because there were numerous industrial jobs opened, a lot of land for sale, and sponsors there to help them. In doing so, the population increased and many African Americans became activists. All in all, the Harlem Renaissance was an enlightening time for African Americans because it allowed them to express themselves and gain a higher level of self-esteem.